This video is sponsored by Gate.io. If you set an account up using the link in the description, you'll get 25% back on all your spot and futures fees for life. Gate.io. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at all the markets. Brief overview, but I'll tell you something, things aren't any different now as to what they have been for the last couple of weeks. As far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin will continue to go up, then altcoins are going to rally with an alt season of roughly around 60 to 70%. And things are looking a little bit more likely that that's going to happen based on the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair, and obviously our favorite total market cap 2, and the Bitcoin dominance still kind of a bit and ahhing, but I think that I think it's going to come down a little bit. I think it's going to happen. Anyway, so yesterday my Telegram got hacked. It's dead, never to be seen again. It belongs to a scammer now. But if you want to join my new one, it's the links in the description below. And obviously we've got our Patreon channel, and so we're doing a live stream tonight, so feel free to join that as well. Let's get started. So first of all, let's have a look at the S&P futures. Everything is exactly the same, nothing different. We've got our golden cross coming on the daily right now. We've not got the pump signal as yet, so we could be looking for a rejection to pull us back down to a moving average of significance. We haven't not tested this moving average in a while now. In fact, this has been a very bullish move on the S&P, despite everybody calling for the apocalypse, the crash, the dump, the recession, it's over. But really, it's just gone straight up, hasn't it, really? I mean, that's basically what it is. I don't know who told you. I told you that. So there's nothing much different about that, apart from the fact that we are now sort of, I suppose, at the top of this channel again. So that is a resistance. So we should expect it to come down. However, it may not. But it looks like it probably could. What I'd really like to see, and we inevitably will get this, to be honest, over the next few days, will be a pump signal on this itchy cloud on the daily, which will be quite powerful, especially if we get the pump signal and a retest of a deeper moving average. 200 exponential will be perfect to be a retest of the golden cross down here at 4,000, and that being 4,000, a nice psychological number for Captain Noobmaster to recall. That would be an amazing setup, which I think, coupled with the pump signal and the golden cross and a healthy retest of the golden cross, should pump us up to a new local high. And we can think about that. Well, I like to do my analysis on the real S&P, but I just wanted to show you that S&P is kind of more or less unchanged. So obviously it is more or less basically the same setup. And what we really want to see is to break this resistance, which I think is going to happen, to be honest with you. It could even happen today. I mean, those ascending channels do often break down more than up, but I mean, 70% of the time more likely to break down while trending within it. But that's only 70%. There is a 30% chance. Some people win the lottery, don't they? With a lot less odds in their favour. So yeah, 30% chance it does break out. Plus, you know, what I'm going to show you with all the, you know, with the general vibe of the economy and forex and everything, it complements what I've been saying this whole time, which is this is the bottom. We're going to go sideways and up. It's sideways for the most part, but sideways and up. And yeah, this is the bottom for the S&P. And most stocks of significance, perhaps not banks, but who knows what's around the corner. But as far as the charts are concerned, things are looking good. So anyway, what we want to see is a breakout of 4,100 and a new local high gets set. That would be amazing. I would expect this area, 4,300, to be a pretty significant resistance, and at that point maybe go into a consolidation where most people will be talking, I say most people, you know, the loudest ones in the room, it's just another bear market rally. Well, that remains to be seen. Doesn't look like a bear market rally to me, to be honest with you. So the euro pushing up once again, not quite got that pump signal. The same thing as the S&P. We're perhaps maybe even 24 to 48 hours away from this pump signal now, but just like everything else, V-shaped recovery from the 200 exponential, as expected. I even anticipated the retest of this when we were going up. So we're going to go up, we're going to come down to it. No, we're not. We're going to go straight up. No, we're probably going to go, yeah, there you go, and straight back up again. This would be a really good setup if it were to get that pump signal and a consolidation into it, because you know what that would be? That would be a cup in handle. Pacow! That's what we'd want to see. Not just because I like cup in handle formations, but because we'd have a pump signal, we've got our golden cross that's already been retested, and you'd have three things in your favour to expect further upside on that one. A new local high, breakout on the euro, which again would probably go up to a significant high where we would consolidate from, whether that's 112 or 114. Again, same old, same old. And talking of good setups, we've got our total market cap 2, still exactly the same as it has been for a while. Golden cross retested, pump signals already in play, we're waiting for that to play out. And above all major moving averages. So I'll give this one the royal seal of approval. We're just waiting. That's all we're doing. We're just waiting. And the dominance chart is slowing momentum. It's still bullish, obviously. It's slowing momentum, getting supported as of today on the Bollinger Band Center. Losing that, it's fair game, really. Fair game to all these areas down here. Again, I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. We are so far being supported on here. Does look like it wants to be supported upon here. That's why we're going to look at Ethereum to Bitcoin. So we're on the 4-hourly chart here because we're trying to split hairs, aren't we? What do we have? Pump signal on the 4-hourly. Okay, so a nice sideways. What could, kept in hindsight a week or two from now, we'll look at this and go, it was accumulating all this time. Yeah, it could be. So what do we see? Cheeky span above cloud, price above cloud, cross. Cross actually took place around, where was it? Been crossed for a while here, and the green portion of the cloud. So that all looks pretty good. Momentum picking up quite strongly now, despite sideways and sideways and sideways. So momentum's brewing now, and I would say that this is a chart that's coiling for some further upside. That's going to complement the total market cap 2 chart, which is going to complement altcoins, which is going to bring down the dominance chart, which will be the alt season. So I mean, technically, this would be the last week I'd expect to see the alt season start to begin. I gave it a 3-week period. And this is now week 3, so what we're Tuesday. So apparently I have to delete my channel if I'm incorrect on this one, because I respond to comments literally. But yeah, I'll give it the rest of this week to see where we're going. But now we've got the pump signal on Ethereum, and obviously the chart for total 2 is really good. I think that this is what's going to happen. So let's go back to Bitcoin and finish off on Bitcoin, because there's really not a great deal to say. Bitcoin can meander sideways in this range. We are more or less range bound. We didn't make a new low yesterday. We had a big wick that was bought straight back up. Technically on the 4-hourly, we are technically downtrending still. The resistance on Bitcoin currently sitting around 28,200. The Bollinger Band Center on the 4-hourly, reclaiming that, probably go on to make a new local high in all fairness. But as it stands right now, bears on the short term timeframes do have subtle control. This doesn't mean a great deal to me, to be honest with you, in the overall analysis, because obviously being around for so long, you get used to this kind of behavior. If anyone could recall, back around these areas up here, Bitcoin did its big mega rally, 300% rally. Altcoins basically stayed sideways, very similar to how we've performed recently. So Bitcoin season, this is way more bullish. So Bitcoin rallying up, altcoins basically dragging their feet, not really moving at all, some of them even losing money. And then consolidation for Bitcoin. Bitcoin was actually losing a fair bit of its value, 30% of its value, while altcoins were doing hundreds upon hundreds of percent. This is an accentuated portion of what I think is going on around here. This was just crazy times. This was always going to be the best part of the market. We always knew that. For those who follow the channel, I followed it from all the way back in the last bull market. It was pretty boring for the most part. We made money, but it required trading rather than just buying and then just waiting and selling for loads of profit. For the most part, there had to be attention to detail and trading take place in what is more or less a sideways choppy chart. This is a bull market, but it looks sideways, and then bang. So yeah, we had a 300% rally on Bitcoin, and then a pullback of 30%, and then the rotation went back into altcoins, and then all went back into Bitcoin. So yeah, I think that's similar to what we're looking to see now, just on a much smaller scale. Feels the same, looks the same. Bitcoin doesn't have to come down. Altcoins can see that healthy rotation or just confidence in their mere existence and go up. But yeah, I mean, the charts are ripe for some alt season-y type gains right now, but nothing like 2021. So let's just put it out there. I've said the whole time, 60 to 70% across the board for most alts, give or take. Some will more, some will do less, but they should all gain against Bitcoin. On average, we'll be looking for about a 60 to 70% gain. So, but yeah, Bitcoin again is a carbon copy of its own dominance chart, really. The pump signals, no, the trend signal still in play. Looking for the blue to cross the red to cancel it out. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Or the Chiku span to touch price action. Today would be a good day for it to have a massive dump and a buyback and still maintain that, because all the way down here is where we'd have to go to have a pump signal, a trend signal cancelled out. It's not going to touch any price action today or tomorrow unless it dumps further than what, 21,500, 20,500. So it seems unlikely to me. To be fair, on the daily, it looks like a decent support on this Bollinger Band Center. But remember, the 4-hourly is something to view as well, because the 4-hourly technically could still come down to scrape, maybe even retest the previous low before coming back up again. Could even go lower, to be honest with you, 26,600. But I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. There's no short signal or anything like this. Just looks like a consolidation to me. And the Bollinger Band on the daily is what's holding it strongly. A nice firm grip on that support there, which is sitting at 27,700, more or less, give or take. So overall, same analysis applies as it has done for the last few weeks, but there's a bit of short-term time frame stuff for you, and a little bit of hopium given to us by Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, which again looks pretty sweet on the 4-hourly, with the pump signal looking to trend up. Bollinger Bands are getting quite close together. They're not pinching properly, but we're above most moving averages of significance for trends to continue. And we'll be looking for this to start gaining now. And yeah, with that should come alt season. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. Like I say, feel free to join the new Telegram, the old one. If you're still members of it, just flag it. It's all Scam Central now, Scam City. My account got deleted. Some guy really did a number on me there. But I'm treating it as a blessing in disguise. Spring clean, if you like, of the channel. There was a lot of bots in there, to be honest with you. I think this is what happens to all Telegram channels after a while. It just gets a bit too much full of spam and scam. Get some more moderators, a bit heavier security and stuff like that. And we should avoid that kind of madness ever happening again. But never mind, it is what it is. Hopefully I'll see you in the Telegram, and if you want to take it one step further, Patreon. All in the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.